Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Sunday, the 1st of November. At the moment, the Atlantic certainly does have control of the weather, with varying sort of low pressure systems out towards Iceland and down towards the centre of the Atlantic, bringing with it strong winds and quite a lot of rain across the country and up in towards Iceland. With that is bringing squally gusts of wind as well, widely over the UK today, probably exceeding 30 knots. Over the next few days, as we go into tomorrow, cold front clearing, slightly less windy, better on Tuesday, then even better on Wednesday as a ridge of high pressure moves in from the Azores. But for today, sort of Atlantic, somewhat frontal, maybe an opportunity, but quite windy. Those winds are going to be reasonably strong from the southwest at flying heights, probably somewhere between 30 and 35 knots southwesterly. As you can see, driven quite high by the jet stream, even at 24,000 feet, 85 knots, 90 knots. So, yeah, the Atlantic is definitely awake at the moment. Surface winds at Lasham, though, are going to be the real factor to consider. At the moment, the cloud's too low anyway, but as we look at the forecast for today, you can sort of see it's sort of sitting right on the edge. Generally, I don't like flying when the wind gust is going to exceed 35, because that means we're well over 30 knots. You can see we sort of go within and we go outside. So this one, we're just going to, I think, have to play it by ear, I think. With my pessimist's hat on, these gusts normally underrepresented. But as I say, given the situation, we need to take any opportunity we can to safely fly. A bit less precipitation during the day, though. I was expecting there to be still sort of remnants of that front, but that has been blown through mostly, and we're just left with cloud. So at least it's not going to be pouring down with rain, but the airfield will be really wet. Top temperatures, as you can see, fairly mild for this time of year, 14 degrees. And that sort of shows roughly true. I mean, look at that, even at 16, 17 degrees out towards the capital. So relatively warm, actually, but still in that wind, it will still feel a little bit less mild. And dew points, as you might expect with this level of cloud, not too much different, sort of 12s and 13s. Currently at Lasham, we have a temperature of 14 and a dew point of 12. So no frost today. And that's the picture outside. So low level sort of stratus cloud, and looking to me like the airfield's quite wet, but thankfully we've got hard runways. Farnborough currently reporting scattered 800 feet broken 1200 and 17 knots southwesterly winds. Their forecast, as you can see, is quite long. When we get long forecasts, we always think, oh dear, what's it going to be? You can see that it's saying that it will become between sort of 9 and 12, 15 to gusting 25, potentially a small chance of rain during that period, and then it starts to get worse after about 3 o'clock, etc. So, as I say, the possibility of something today, not huge, and if we do go flying, we're going to need to limit the capacity a little bit. So we might be looking at just doing a couple of flights each or something like that, just so we all get in the air. I think that's fair for what we're facing. So yes, if we could just keep an eye out, and we'll see what we get. Soaring, I don't think we're going to get any of that today, unfortunately. Top Meteor doesn't even show it would be flyable where we are, so we'll trust the Met Office database to be a little bit better. But yeah, lots of sort of mid to low level cloud over our area. NOTAMs, let's have a look. Number 5 is, oh, they're doing winch launching at Abingdon again. Bit windy for that, I would say, having flying paragliders. The usual intense gliding activity, NOTAM at Middle Wallop. Other than that, the usual Solent, Farnborough and Boscombe zones are active as standard for us Sunday. Okay, operationally we'll be 2-3. It'll probably be very similar to last Sunday, where we did a bit of aero towing off the runway, sort of going westbound and winching southwesterly if we do go flying. It will be K21s only in this sort of condition, so no grobs or anything like that. I believe we should have 5 K21s serviceable. I should be in at about 10:30. Mike Birch should be around if you need a member of staff in the meantime. I appreciate there is probably a lot of questions, and there will be plenty more from the membership over the next few days as we react to what is quite a shock announcement on what's going to happen from government. So please just stay close to your emails. Once a plan has been put together, which I'm sure it already is, then it will be emailed out to you. Yeah, I want to keep you safe, keep the club safe. So plenty to keep going with. And as I did that theory lecture last night, for those of you that tuned in, thank you very much. I'm sure we're going to be doing plenty more theory over the coming weeks. Good time to get it done. Bye for now.